Hey everybody and welcome back. My name is Sue and I am from OML Embroidery. Over there on the computer is Don.
Hello.
Hello, he says. Okay, my nails may look a little bit plain today, but keep an eye on them because they are color changing nails, which it's a gel. So the top is, you can sort of see it already. The top is going to go darker. So you can see when I'm cold and when I'm warm. I'm warm right now. So I thought that was groovy to try out. I wanted to see how well it works. You can see it a little bit more now. How cool is that? So I'll stamp them today and make them pretty for tomorrow. So awesome. So hi everybody. It's awesome to see everybody here. You guys rock. Everyone's excited to get going. Like a mood ring. Yeah, it is kind of like a mood ring. It's not as fancy as what I normally do, but I just wanted to see how well it worked. Tomorrow will be fancy. I have my hot tamales.
Oh, and they're good.
And they're good. Dawn's been dipping into the bowl of hot tamales, which is hilarious. Thanks to Sandy Arcury, who sent them to us, because apparently we can't get them in. Dawn. There he goes. And then he says, oh, they're so hot. They're so hot. He's kind of funny.
Some are more hot than others.
Well, but thank you to Sandy. I sent a picture to Lynn. She was working yesterday, and she's like, oh my God, that's amazing. And we have movie night tonight with Lynn, so we will be eating hot tamales, which is awesome. So thank you. Hot Dawn. Don't say that, Sarah. Don't say that. We don't need Dawn getting a fat head. Maybe they'll keep you quiet today, Dawn. Maybe. Not likely, but maybe. So hi to all our regular people, and
Hi to the new people. I see some new people.
I see some new people. That always makes us happy to see new people, but also the regulars. So we are making a wonderful Kreative Kiwi design. I'm not going to match the back, but I'm going to put felt on it. I really like them with felt on it. You can make this completely reversible, and I'll tell you guys how to do it as we go along. So I got out the gorgeous Dragonfly. Dance of the Dragonflies, courtesy of Satin.
Satin. Use that sparingly, don't you?
I do. I do. I don't know.
I'm surprised you still have some.
I do, yeah. I just thought that this would look amazing on it. So I love the fabric. I want to get some yardage of it and just take a bath in it or something. It's so gorgeous. It's so nice. So if you're making this reversible, then you need 2 pieces of each of these, your fabric. So green for the leaves and purple for the grapes. So I'm just going to put black. This is really, really nice, very expensive felt. You can't see through it at all. It's a tightly woven felt, and it's really nice for the backs of them. So without further ado, I guess we should get stitching. I have a beautiful green, and I have a beautiful kind of this color of the purple to stitch with today. So I think it's going to look fantastic. We got lots of trimming to do, but I think it's going to look great. So we're going to leave our hot tamales behind and head over to McDreamy, who is my dream machine too. So we call him McDreamy. Did you put color in your bobbin? I did. Thank you for asking. McDreamy's up. Thank you for asking. Björn is here as always watching for Viking Gremlins. So, and he just kind of sits at the side over here. I'll have to take a picture. I keep forgetting to do that. I am going to do mine on an 8x8 hoop. I just like the size of the hoop, and it fits the layer cake that I'm using. It fits it really well, which is awesome. Fresh baked cinnamon bundles for the live. Ooh, Ooh, Karina usually has good stuff. We should say hi to Lynn, of course. Lynn will be joining us tomorrow, hopefully. And Dawn's mom. Hi, Mom.
Oh, there she is.
Hi, Mom. There we go. We always say hi, Mom. Yay. And we have to say hi. Oh, Cindy King, just as a surprise. She can't join us today, but we just wanted to say hi. Hi, Cindy. So, first step, and there's a lot to this one, kind of. The prep work is one thing. Hi, Mama Brown. Oh, I like that. Mama Brown. That's your new nickname, Mom. The Dance of the Dragonflies is courtesy of Santa Mom, which is also Dawn's mom. And I love it. So, let's get started. The first step, there's only a few steps in this one, but it's really nice. The first step is we're going to do our outline. And I do have, I guess I better show off a little bit. I do have purple thread in. I didn't do green thread, so the back is going to be purple and green, but you know, what are you going to do? Okay, sorry I moved it, McDreamy. He's beeping at me. So you can do all the way from 4x4 to I think 6x10 is the biggest. So I kind of caught it in the middle and doing 8x8. It just seems like a really nice size. So this is going to be our outline. And it's cute. Now I'm using darker thread, mainly so you guys can see the design. And it's just easier. Using water-soluble stabilizer too, by the way, which is nice. You just have to give it a really good wash. Throw it in the washing machine if you want, anything like that. Look at how pretty that is. I love the shape of it. I love shaped things in the hoop.
It's a nice big one.
It's a good size, but I think you can make, either bigger or smaller, whatever you
They go
want.
right down to 4x4, right?
They do. Yeah, I said that. So, okay, we're going to put our batting on. And we're going to have to trim it. At this point, because I'm not doing a matching background, I am going to slip. Okay, let's do it another way here. I'm going to slip my felt underneath. And this is the nice part, is that I'm just like gently lifting the hoop up. You don't want to break anything. But because we're using water-soluble stabilizer, I can see where my background fabric is. Sarah, thank you. Thanks for the donation. We always appreciate that. I roll it all right back into the channel and get more fabric and more goodies and different things to try. So we really appreciate the support. Okay, so now I've got it on the back and I've got it on the batting on the front. Let's stitch that down. It'll look good. So, and I'll tell you guys, when you put the front fabric on, you're going to put the back fabric on if you want it reversible. Like I said, I'm not doing it. I really like the felt backgrounds. So I'm going to use the felt just for the back. Oh, Bjorn's getting dragged around by the hoop. Don't go, Bjorn. If doing a matching background, do I need to cut out the batting first? Yes. That is the series with it. So if you're doing a matching background, you skip underneath for now completely. And what we're going to do is, when you're placing this, the fabric on the top, you place the fabric on the bottom at the same time. But for this one, we're not going to do that. Okay, Dawn, can we go back to the desk, please?
Desk is up.
Desk is up. So, for this one, I think this is a nice size. I kind of like it. Now, we're going to have to trim both sides. And I always check before I start. Yep, that's good. A little bit fiddly on the trimming, but that's okay. And I always prefer to trim my batting first, because I think you get a much nicer applique when you're doing it that way. Also, I like to do all my applique trimming. I like to do it at my desk, not at the machine, for a couple of reasons. And the first one is, you can see how much I'm moving it around to get my scissors around. I'm going the wrong way, because what I should be doing is going this way so I can fully use my duckbill scissors. So, oops to that. I don't want to jab my backing, and throw everything off. So I'm going to be careful. And I'm using warm and natural batting, which is absolutely lovely.
It's really nice. I like it too.
Yeah, it's soft and nice, and it's wonderful. So cool. What are you giggling at, you?
Norseman says hi, and I'm ready, set, gremlining time.
No, please don't. We discovered that McDreamy does not, I repeat, not like the off-brand black thread I was using. So we got to get me some more black thread. Not that there's anything wrong with off-brand. It's cheaper and whatnot. But McDreamy just doesn't like it. We find that our machines do that. Brothers seem to be pretty cool with a lot, but our commercial one, no way, man. Don't you put any other thread on that guy.
And then he's teasing with Karina's cinnamon knots.
Cinnamon knots. Doesn't that sound good? Why are you hovering? Oh, ooh, Karina, those look good. Oh my. Well, that's the best way. I noticed someone else, I can't remember who it was, got their OML Embroidery Gang mug. Awesome. I don't know how well you guys can see that.
How come we don't have one?
I don't know, Don. Why don't you go ahead and buy one?
Maybe I should.
Yeah, you can get all different colors and whatnot. And it's...
I've seen a few purples. Maybe I'll buy a different color.
Maybe, yeah. Something gray or something. So if you are doing the reversal, you won't have any, like the reversible, I'm sorry, you won't have any back to cut right now, but you will after. So I just love how this looks, and I think the purple's lovely on the black. Black and purple are very nice colors. So looking at my nails, I'm still checking out the colors. Cool. All right, so I'm doing a decent job here of cutting. This felt is gorgeous felt. I think we got it from Gunold, but it's so expensive. It's not something I use all the time. I tend to use like the less expensive felt, and it works just fine. This is just fancy stuff, and I wanted a nice edge on it. And I think backing mug rugs with felt is lovely. Although, you know what? Reversible is lovely too.
Danita House says, I got the t-shirt. Mugs were too small for my coffee needs.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, thank you. OML Embroidery Gang. It's going to be so much fun at the end of the month speaking with Eileen Roche, and it's going to be really good. Thank you guys for making that happen. I will, of course, be talking about your amazing skills and how everyone loves doing the doors. And OML Gang rocks. I kind of like it.
Isabel said she ordered t-shirts this week.
Oh, well, thank you. That's awesome. I really like the OML Gang and that logo that I made. I think it's really cute with the chicken. There's no chicken today, if anybody noticed. I'm not playing. Not playing today.
Not playing the game today?
No game. I full bobbin because I just wound it. There we go. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. I made a boo-boo right there. I cut into it. Let me look. It's only a little bit. I made 2 boo-boos, but I'm certain that it's going to cover up just fine. So, again, if you're not doing the reversible, you won't have this part on. So, looks good. Nice trimming. I did much better on this because I could see it. Just a key. It's easier if you have contrasting thread to cut it out from the back. But, you know, I went and wound a bobbin. So, blah.
Stampin' Sue says she played thread chicken yesterday and lost.
Oh, doesn't that suck when you lose? I've done that with applique chicken, and I've lost before. So, done. We go back to the desk, or to the machine. I'm a little off there. Are we going to do it some...
Coffee?
Me, I don't drink coffee. You know that.
You're supposed to say yes.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we're going to get the green. Now, if you are doing the reversible one, you're going to put your green on the front and on the back at this time. Now, you can use a little bit of spray, kind of yuck, or just tape it. McDreamy doesn't care for tape, so I would probably just do it first and tuck it underneath. I'm going to pull this out just a little bit just to make sure I'm covered. Yes, no chicken today. I don't play chicken with my Dance of the Dragonfly fabric because it's too much. All right, so let's stitch this down. I still have my purple in, and I think that's fine. I think it will cover up nicely enough. Lovely. So if you're doing the reversible, this will be stitching on the back too. But I didn't, so. Beautiful green.
It's beautiful fabric, period.
I know. I love it. Okay, so at this point, you can trim the whole thing or just this part because we need to put purple fabric over this part. I'm going to trim the whole thing because I don't have a back to do. So let's go back to the desk, Dawn, please.
Desk is up.
Thank you. Let's move my scraps out of the way. And if you are doing the reversible, you're going to be trimming the front and the back. The most important part is right here, so we can do that. Congratulations being on Dime in the August door and for all of the work you do for the group. Thank you. I am really excited. I think we're going to show Eileen Roche what OML is all about, and hopefully a lot of people will show up and we'll just like flood the whole place with the OML gang. It's awesome. I'm so excited. But like I said in the comments in the group, I couldn't have done it without you guys. So I'm thanking you guys for making this happen because I can't do any of this without you. Everyone loves the doors and participates and uses Dawn's, micro embroidery and does their own thing, and I love it. So this is a little bit fiddly of a trim, but it's okay. Try to get as close as you can. I don't feel the need to get right in on the corners there because I know Creative Kiwi designs are very forgiving, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I am going to trim as neatly as possible, but I think it's gonna work out. So always take your time trimming. I know I'm doing my scissors wrong, but it's just that kind of day. Just that kind of day. So this is the important part. I suppose you could cover it over, but I think it's better to trim it out. And this part will look good.
Don't cut your batting.
I'm kind of digging it up because I'm doing it wrong. This is have duckbill scissors, should be using it properly. I know. So if you're doing the reversible, you can go ahead and trim the back, Or you can just simply trim this part on both sides and do all of the trimming before we start doing the actual stitching for it. So this one is kind of lots to do to start, and then it's going to stitch, and we will watch the design come together. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's go back to oh wait, we got to put my fabric on. Boop. And I'm going to not play chicken. However, I'm going to strategically place it. That is too close. I don't want any chicken. And I'm going to strategically place it. This would be a good time you could fussy cut it. But remember, we're putting a lot of stitches over it. Oh, it's so fantastic. Okay, Don, back to the machine.
Your dream is up.
And, of course, if you're doing the reversible, you need to put fabric on the back as well. Everything that we're doing on the front, you will do on the back. I'm skipping it because I'm not doing it. So let's stitch it down. I was tempted to do gold because this fabric with gold metallic thread is gorgeous. But I didn't know if there was gold grapes. Not that it matters. I just think it would look cool. I think I picked a thread color that matches maybe almost too closely. This would have been a really nice color to pick out. I think I would have liked that. Beautiful. This trim will be a whole lot easier, and then we're going to switch to green. So, Dawn, back to the desk.
Is there something you could put on that to make it waterproof? Desk is up, by the way.
Well, I am going to experiment with that because I found some iron-on HTV that's clear. And it's by the same company that does the, what is it? The Heat and Bond. And I'm wondering if that would work really well. I haven't experimented with it. I probably should have done it today, but it looks really cool. Some people are using it for their windows on the dime doors, that sort of thing. But I was thinking, wouldn't that be cool to be able to do that? I think it would. I think it would be good. Shiny. There we go. Okay, so this is getting a little difficult to see because I picked my thread out perfectly. So I might make a change to that, because I don't know how well everything's gonna show up, but maybe I'll leave it. It's,
sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say about the thread, it just makes it more difficult.
Sharon says you could put a layer of plastic in between the different layers to make them waterproof. But I think they're asking more about putting it on top to make the whole thing.
Yeah, and that's where the HTV,
Yeah.
so it's heat transfer, so fusible.
Yeah.
We can say fusible clear vinyl. And it's nice and thin. I'm starting to do my research on it. And it's nice and thin, and people are using it and, with their embroidery machines. And I'm wondering if it would do a good job. It would just make all of this shiny.
And Judy Quilt says, yep, I think you need a different contrasting color for the grape.
I'm gonna say that I do, because it matches perfectly, and I kind of want something to stand out. So
a lighter purple.
I have a lighter purple. Okay, let me get my trolley here. Lighter purple.
That one maybe.
Maybe this one? What do you guys think? It matches this closely. Notice that I have a lot of purples.
Oh, that might be contrasting enough. That's nice in the light.
And it matches just this part. Thanks for the chicken explanation. Yes, I tend to play chicken a lot, and it's kind of funny when I do it. Or I could go for the gold. I think the purple, though, is better. The gold would bring out the gold designs, but I have no idea if they're going to be covered up. So what do you think, Dawn, that lighter purple that I've got?
Yeah, I think the lighter purple. And what are you using for around the leaves? Oh, that green.
I'm using a nice kind of light lime kind of green.
I think that light purple you got there.
This is the purple I have on my machine. And I think this one is close enough to this that it'll stand out. So, you know.
I think the light purple, yeah.
And just because I haven't threaded it yet, this is the green I'm using. And I think it's going to look fantastic. I'm so excited.
Although there's a few votes for gold. Actually, Karina. She's funny. She's funny. Karina. She likes to spam the whole chat with her. I'm going to put you on timeout.
Oh, don't put her on timeout. That's funny, though. Okay, I'm going to try this. I do think gold would be rather lovely, but maybe we'll save that for another day when I'm feeling more gold, more blingy. So, Dawn, let's go back to McDreamy, please.
Okay, McDreamy is...
So, I picked the exact right amount of how to, I fussy placed it a little bit for the green, and I think it looks great. Okay, so a little bit here. Now I've matched it, but I think it's going to stand out enough, so let's check it out. This is when the whole thing comes together. So if you're doing reversible, then of course you need green thread in your bobbin. So there's only really two colors in this, the green and the purple, and all of your trimming is done before you start stitching. So I love this green. Oh, it's so pretty. So nice zigzags. I really prefer zigzag stitches for the tack down. You can see if you look when your machine, don't put your fingers in, it holds everything down. So even if you are a little bit off, and I was today, it's gonna hold everything down, and it's gonna make your satin stitches look so much better. So I really do prefer zigzag for a tack down. I think.
Glam 2011 wants to know what you do with all those numbers you make.
Oh, I give them away. Don has his favorites in his office. It's usually a battle between Lynn and Mom, so they tend to call it out. Lynn got the last one we did, the B one.
You can never have too many.
I'm gonna say that, yeah, you can never have too many. I'd like to point out to everyone while we're stitching away that these designs, especially the ones that I make for mug rugs, you don't have to make a mug rug. I think it is a super gift for anyone. But you could take the designs, they are applique. So you can applique them on something else. For example, you could make Grape mug rugs, and then you could go to, Walmart or the dollar store even, and get placemats and applique the same thing on the placemats. Why not? And I think that would look really good. So a matching set sort of thing. You just have to, skip a few steps perhaps, but yeah, I think you could do that quite nicely. So the designs are, yes, mug rugs, but also, yes, applique. So tack the leaves together of several and make a centerpiece wreath. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that's easy to do. That would be on your sewing machine or by hand. So make a few of them so they sit right. Perfect. Great. 125. 95. All right. Still haven't beat our world record yet, but it's awesome. I like having 300 people.
I want 522 because that beats our record.
Our record was 521, so we want 522. My husband likes the dollar store placemat idea. Yes, he's listening to this live. Hi, Judy Quilt's husband. Is that Mr. Quilt?
Mr. Quilt. Hello, Mr. Quilt.
Hello, Mr. Quilt. Quilt, Mr. That's me. Yeah, you can come up with really great ideas for, and wouldn't that be a great gift? You could put a ribbon around it and make it pretty, but placemats and matching coasters, I mean, can you imagine how much that would sell in a store? So I think, especially for Christmas, I love all these for Christmas. I mostly leave, Christmas and Halloween stuff out, but that's just how we roll, right, Don? The famous stitch in the end. Now, even though I was a little bit sloppy, the zigzag stitches and the satin stitches covered up all my edges. Lovely. Chris Yost, thank you very much. Wine bottle gift bag. Well, you could sew two of them together and do something like that. I mean, that wouldn't be difficult to do either. Yeah, because there's all different sizes, so you can make big and little and put them together. Don't let Mr. Quilt be known to my golf buddies. Judy Quilt's husband said that. Yeah, you could be...
It's our secret.
Quilt 007 or something like that. But yeah, nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know. I think it's funny. Yay, I'm back again. 3 minutes are up. Did you time her out?
No, she was asking how long the timeout was, and I told her, I said, I think YouTube does it for 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Oh, so she timed herself out?
Yeah.
Well, Karina.
You didn't have to time out yourself, Karina.
She's so funny. She's so funny. I should say to everyone, thank you to our mods that make everything happen. You guys are so fantastic. Dawn and I appreciate the help, the posts, the letting people know everything, helping out in chat. Much appreciated. And for everybody watching, thanks for being here.
We have a lot of fun on Saturdays.
Saturdays and Sundays now. We're going to be doing the Anita Good Design thing Sundays. Yeah, the colors are perfect.
Really, yeah, the green is awesome. That's good matching.
Yeah. I did match the purple really well, but a little bit too well.
I think the lighter purple will match the swirlies good.
Yeah. It's a shame to cover up all this Dragonfly goodness.
And the googly eyes rock.
Oh, no one else said anything about the googly eyes. Oh, okay. Is this done on an embroidery sewing machine or just an embroidery machine? Can this be done on a plain? Yeah, it's the same thing, Lisa Marie. This one is McDreamy is a dream machine too, and it is a sewing embroidery machine, which is cool, but if you have any embroidery machine will do, just make sure the size is there. Ronog! Hi, Ronog! Thank you very much. Arliss says, love the channel. Well, thank you. We do have a lot of fun, and we have a lot of caring and wonderful people in the group and in the videos. And I think we've made a lovely home for ourselves. And I love it. I absolutely love it. People are enjoying it. The channel keeps growing, and that's a really important thing.
New people live in chat on the weekends.
Yep. New people, Don just said new people in the chat on the weekends, and it's amazing. So we need to, keep. That didn't sound right, but it seems to be okay.
204
No, I don't know what that was. It kind of maybe a little tension bit. I'm not really sure. I always listen to my machines. How do you make the fabric stay down if not in the hoop? It'll get stitched down.
That's
So
tack down stitches.
Yeah. A lot of times it's just a running stitch, but like I said, I much prefer the zigzag stitch. Is that okay? Woo, that's pretty intense. All right, we should be okay. I think it is a much more narrow satin stitch, but it looks like right here, carefully, it's ripping the stabilizer. So maybe you need 2 pieces of stabilizer for that part.
I think it's gonna hold alright, but yeah, maybe.
I like thicker satin stitches. But, ooh, now it's gonna go over it, so I'm gonna watch very carefully with my finger on the button to make sure we're not gonna get caught out. Yeesh.
You're not gonna play embroidery chicken?
No chicken today. Not with this awesome fabric. I told you that already. No chicken today. Alright, so that was a bit precarious there. The satin stitches got a little bit smaller and it put a bit of a strain on the stabilizer. I think it's fine. I don't think we're going to be out any. Registration. I lose my words sometimes. But I think it looks gorgeous. I love the green I picked. I'm so happy. So now we're going to form the grapes. Because we don't have to do any more trimming. When this is done stitching the detail work, it is going to be completely done because we've trimmed the back and the front. Hi, Lynn. She just popped in. Hi, Lynn. We said hi to you back there, but thanks for joining us. I'll text you after, Lynn. Oh, I think I like that purple. I think that's good.
Is it good?
Yeah. I think it's going to look fantastic.
Yeah. Just enough contrast.
Just enough, but not taking away from the Dragonfly fabric.
It does look good with the swirlies too, so that's good. Nice.
Yeah, it's close to there's a hot pink, and there's a lot of different variants of purples, so just not the one I picked. There you go. Deciding on the fly.
I love the fabric choice. It works well with the design.
I love the green and the purple. Yeah, I'm liking it. Maybe a shade or 2 darker green for this part, but I like it. So there's a little bit of stitching going on. We can enjoy watching it. The hoop is looking at me. I know. Isn't that funny? We said last week we need eyeballs on McDreamy, but no matter where we put them, you can't really see them on the camera. Because I wanted to put them, here, but you can't because it's going to interfere with it. I had them here, but it's at an angle, so you don't really see eyes. You just see a little part of it. So I thought, well, hoop. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed, but my brother 10 needle has googly eyes on it, and I think it's really funny when people notice. Hey, if you can't put googly eyes on something, what are you doing, right? But I think the 10 needle, the placement is perfect. It's on those 2 funny lights sticking out, so it was just fun. So lots of stitching, but look at how nice and thick these satin, like the width of these satin stitches are. Very nice. Makes a super, coverage sort of thing. I think these are a little bit thicker than these ones, which is lovely also. So it's going to do the outlines of the grapes and kind of form the design. We've got the outside shape, now we're doing it. Joanne says, new to the group, love it. Yeah, we have a good time. We're very much, the OML gang, and everybody is so kind and inspirational and lots of ideas. That's one of the things I love to do, is to inspire people and think outside the embroidery box is one of my favorite sayings. And that's what we always need to do. Who is new to the group today? Good question, Sandy. Make a post, raise your hand. I like the top stitching over the satin stitching. It just looks richer. Yeah, it's a signature Kreative Kiwi. You can always pick out the googly eyes are funny. I just saw them on my iPad. Googly eyes are funny, Don.
It's great when they jiggle back and forth on there.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, welcome new people. Subscribe. I always encourage people, no matter what level of embroidery that you're at, you can always learn something at OML. It's awesome. Even stitching out something, you might learn a trick, or we do digitizing on Wednesdays, which is really fun. Doreen says, does this come in 4x4? Yeah, it does. Kreative Kiwi is well known for, providing just about every size. So 4x4, 5x7, so that will cover people with smaller hoops. It's also really nice to have different sizes. And 8x8, which is what I'm doing, and I find it's a lovely size. And 6x10, someone in the chat is doing the 6x10, which is awesome. Haha, Norseman, so true. Norseman causing troubles? Oh, I lost Bjorn. Bjorn fell.
Uh-oh, you get knocked over?
Yeah, when the hoop extends all the way to the other side, like for doing the green, he kind of knocked him off. I should watch that, though, because we don't want the hoop to go out of registration. It's probably not a great idea to put a stuffed toy on the bed of your machine. I'm just gonna say. Oh, 9x14? I didn't look that far. Awesome. I bought this beautiful fabric on Amazon as a layer cake. It is still waiting for me. This would be a perfect start. Yep. Yeah, we love Dance of the Dragonfly fabric. It is just stunning. Somebody used it on the bee mug rug, and they used the fabric that has all the dragonfly wings on it, and when it did the hexagon quilting over it, it was just stunning. I was like, wow. It made the fabric look completely different. So it's awesome. Would love a 9x14 machine. Yeah, I guess McDreamy does it. It's weird working with the big hoops. Nice connection, by the way, Kreative Kiwi. I love that connection. That went from the top all the way to the bottom to do the outsides. Connections make me happy. That was an awesome one, and what it did is it just ran, I call it walking, but it walked over to the other one using the outlines for the other one, so you won't be able to see it at all. It'll be covered up. So Shannon, I'm doing the 9x14. I knew it was you, Shannon. I just sometimes I think, and if I have any doubt, I don't want to mention the wrong person. I try to be careful. So what are we at? 216? Is mine accurate, Don?
214, yeah.
Something like that. Great turnout. Alright, well, my iPad. I think the purple thread looks awesome. It really makes it pop. Your fabrics are perfect. Yes, thank you, Sue. Nice name, by the way. I think it's the exact shade of it. Now, I just had it in my McDreamy trolley beside me, and I have the feeling I had those two thread colors set out. It has I have the kit that comes with McDreamy and just threads that I use all the time, and that's why I grabbed perfect matches, because I already did it before. So I think I really like this, and I like the green. It could have been a shade or two darker, but I think also matching as well as I did kind of accentuates the gorgeous fabric. So different sizes for this, and again, it can be completely 100% reversible if you follow the steps that I've told you guys about. Now I just realized, you know, I went ahead and thought I'd be snazzy and wound a bobbin with the darker purple thread, and then I changed the top thread, so it's not going to match anyways. That's what I get for making an effort. Are you laughing over there? You laughing at me, Don?
I am.
Well, I didn't even think of that. So, anyways, that's probably some of the reasons why I just stick to white. Okay, the googly eyes are a great addition. So McDreamy has extra eyes on everyone, I guess. That's awesome.
Nisha says it'll be good contrast on the back.
Yeah, it'll kind of blend in, so I guess it's a good thing. I probably would have just picked black then. Black would be... Black bobbin would blend right in. I mean, you're gonna see some of the white or the thread color, but it doesn't matter. I don't usually remember to change the bobbin threads, so it's just kind of funny. This time I did. There we go. He's now watching the Norseman. Yeah, I think it's the gremlin protection. So we've got Bjorn and we've got the hoop watching. So maybe we have defeated. Variegated thread, David Weaver just suggested that, and Alicia wholeheartedly agreed. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'm gonna agree. That would be really nice. I don't know if I would use variegated thread on both parts. However, I'm thinking one or the other would be awesome. I'd probably do a green, dark green, and maybe white variegated on the top. I don't even know if that exists, but we'd have to have a look. It would be cool. What's this? That was the first thing I unplugged, so we know where our priorities are. Why? What's going on? And unplug it when the first bolt of lighting is... Yeah. Yeah.
Sharon had some lightning hit not too far outside of her, so anyone went out.
Yeah, that's a bit scary. I hope everything's okay. When we're getting bad storms, we get notifications of it, and we will, if it's going to be really bad, I mean, we don't have... I shouldn't say it, but we don't have tornadoes or hurricanes or anything like that. We have had them, but not generally. We will turn off the machines just in case. It's just not worth risking it at all. So, yeah, our priorities. McDreamy would never forgive me if he got shocked.
We keep everything straight.
Mm-hmm. Another thing you can do is, and you always should actually put, in my opinion, put a surge protector on your machines. Do you save the videos? You can make a playlist, like a personal playlist, and the videos of mine that you want to watch, you can add them to your playlist, which is really nice. You can, it says right there, so when you're looking at the video, underneath the video, it's thumbs up, please hit it, thumbs down, if you must. Then you can, the share button is a really important one. And saving to playlist, that's actually a good point. I never actually mentioned that, but it is important. It helps YouTube if, you know, my ratings in YouTube. So yeah, you can make your own playlist. You can share your playlist, like you can keep it public, or you can you can, you know, make it private, and you can organize yourself. The videos that you found really useful, or videos that you need to go back and look at, or videos of projects that you want to get to. That would be a good thing too. So you just hold them. So any interaction with the videos helps the channel out. We appreciate the donations completely. It helps us get through this, because I think a lot of people are having business troubles, us included, financial issues. So that helps keep everything going. And like I said earlier, we roll all the money back in, so, you know, nice fabric, that sort of thing. I want to petition Brother, I think, not petition, but write them a letter. It's easy to get a hold of Brother USA, not so much Brother Canada, and see if they will lend me a luminaire, because I would love one, of course, but I would love to do a how-to series in my own style of, you know, things on it. I think it would be fantastic. If she goes out, I have a reason to buy the luminaire. That's awesome, David. That's awesome. Stella Stellaire he has. Everybody names everything now, which I think is awesome. Cinnamon buns are so good. Just wanted... I know. That would be amazing. I think, like, I would do an unboxing. I would, you know, show you all the pieces, show you what it does. Because one thing I'm really curious about are the bells and whistles. Susan Weehee, thank you very much. Alicia Gentry, perfect purples. Yeah, I'm still kind of on the purples. I'm kind of enjoying them. And I absolutely love how this one stitched out. It's nicely connected. Judy Quilt, thank you very much. Thank you. You guys rock. For your spending pleasure. Well, we don't really go out, I guess. Amazon is my friend, but we try to support local. Everyone should be doing that to keep other small businesses going on. We try the best we can to do that. I've discovered the Missouri Star quilting, I think it's called. I don't know why that's slipping my brain. More sugar, hot tamale. I'm kind of faltering here. I've been looking at bobbin winders. What would you recommend? I would recommend the Brother one. I bought a sidewinder, which is relatively inexpensive, and I did not like it. I just kind of threw it out. So, Sue, it's your fault we're naming machines now. I know, I'll take that. I'll wear it proudly. Yes, I've always, when I bought a Barradin, his name was Barry, and I walked in there, they uncrated it, and I put a sticker on it that said Barry Barradin, and they laughed and laughed. And you know what? 15 years later, they remember me, and they ask, how's Barry? You know, it's just, Barry is a stubborn old coot, he is. Yeah, he's very touchy about stuff if you don't, you know, thread, like I was saying. All the machines have personalities. And you know what? I think it's just fun. I think we need to make all this more fun, and that's what I'm doing. Shannon says, I named my Stellaire Stella S. Brott. That's awesome. Yeah, and tag Brother Canada. I just think it would be fun. Obviously, I can't afford to buy one. I'd love to have one. And again, just to show you guys everything. I bought the Toolstar bobbin winder and hated it. The only bobbin winder that I've liked, actually McDreamy's is fantastic. But if you want a separate bobbin winder, then the Brother one is just fantastic. So thank you very much, Leatherman RN. That's a cool name. That's a cool name. Thank you very much. We appreciate the support. So what I was saying before, the donations really help us keep going, but the thing you can do to help the channel grow and keep going and generate income, that share, like, watch the videos till the end, that sort of thing. Let your, pass it around. If everybody here, for example, got one of their embroidery friends to subscribe to the channel and watch videos, imagine on a weekly basis how fast that would go. Before I spent the money on a luminaire, I would get one like Ragnar. How about videos of him? I do. The lives are extremely difficult because I have to shout so loud to be heard over him. So I do use them. So is Baird and Barry a 6-head? No, he's a 1-head. I have no use for a 6-head. And generally the multi-head machines can't come in the house. So Don has his office in the basement, we call it, and I'm in the half basement. So we each have our own floor for stuff. And he has 5 production machines. So he does a lot of stitching in a day. What were you gonna say, Don?
Nothing you said.
I like McDreamy. It seemed kind of weird getting a single needle machine, and we purchased him, of course. It was all for making the videos and teaching and showing people that, embroidery machines are embroidery machines. Okay, you have to change the thread, which, I'm not gonna lie, I do find changing threads a little annoying. However, on Ragnar, you have to program it, and that probably takes longer. So, yeah, Ragnar is noisy. I found just, I didn't talk for the rest of the day, which is a very strange thing for me. It was hard to do, and I just worry about, professionalism and videos. There's some really good YouTube videos out there, and there's also some really bad ones. So I didn't know Bairden did single head. Yeah. No, you can ask. It's no problem. The group is a great place to ask questions. Bairden does have single head machines. It's a commercial production machine. So what does that mean? What's the difference? People have asked me, what's the difference between my Brother 10 needle and a commercial machine? So spending a lot of money, they cost a little bit more, the commercial ones. Over the years, we only have one commercial machine, and the rest are brothers, basically. We had a Happy at one point, but it's fine. There's big differences. The commercial machine, unless you're doing work like you're doing multiple copies of the same thing, that is not what you want. The commercial machines, I describe it using, Sue words. The commercial machines are big and dumb. If you put...
Say that too loud.
No, I know. We love our Barrett, and it just has different uses. So, if you put a large design on the Bairden and you put in a small hoop, it will just stitch into your hoop. So that's what I mean about the dumb part. It doesn't know or care what hoop you have in. And you can, if you hit the hoop with your needle, Bairden goes back to Bairden there. Barry goes back to Bairden. I prefer, and so does Dawn, the, not bells and whistles, but bells and whistles compared to a commercial one. So if you are doing like 100 t-shirts, that's the same, and you do that all the time, then a commercial machine is ready to go sort of thing. But I think you'd be happier with like a semi-industrial machine, still with the same amount of needles, but smart as well. So that's my opinion. And looking back over the last 17 years, that's how we ended up. We ended up with semi-industrial ones. Even though we're doing commercial stuff, we just prefer it. So we have basically all of our machines take the same hoops. So it's wonderful. Look at our grapes. Look at how beautiful that is. What a fantastic design. I love it. It's almost done stitching, which is, this is kind of like a trim and go kind of thing. You do all your trimming. I don't mean leave, but I would sit at my desk and let him stitch this out. So yeah, single needle. I did it for, I spent all the money years ago, a couple of years ago, to be able to make videos. The other thing is that's difficult about using the 10 needle. I do have videos on it. Most of the time what I did was pre-record it, so not live, and then cut out all the sound and then do a voiceover. And that works out really well, but just I think the quality is not there for doing the lives with it. It's just loud. Eileen, thank you very much. Wow, really?
What?
Bobbin thread is almost empty. Shall we have a game of chicken? Because the end is just right here. What do you guys think? Chicken or no chicken? What do you think, Don?
Bobbin chicken.
Bobbin chicken, Don says. So let's try. Let's see what McDreamy does. I've never tested this. It
Just
only...
a little bit there should be.
No, he's not going to do
He's
it.
not going to do it?
Let's try him. No.
He won't play chicken.
He is not going to allow me to play bobbin chicken. Let's see how... No, he's not going to do it. Okay, well, I guess no bobbin chicken, guys.
Oh, well, now you have to either wind another one or have an off color.
Just for that little bit. Are you kidding me? That was a fully wound bobbin, too. Oh, I see why he wouldn't play.
Karina.
Look. That's why,
Oh,
Don.
he's out.
Bobbin thread is almost empty. No,
Is
McDreamy, it is empty. So we'll just put in... Oh, I could probably put in one of my partial ones.
Oh, probably.
I use pre-wound bobbins. The only thing you have to remember if you have a McDreamy is that they are different sizes. So my 10 needle requires different bobbin sizes than McDreamy. So just remember that if you're having tension problems or anything like that, make sure you have the... I think they're A's. Check your manual, though, and make sure.
Esther says, I guess McDreamy won.
Yeah, he usually does. He's pretty good at winning. It was fun. Have to turn the warning off or it'll do 2 or 3 stitches, then stop. Yeah. I thought it would do more than that, but because I wound it myself, it has a little bit less.
Just for that.
So, I'm loving this. I am loving this. The happy music! I love the happy music too. Although, I do wish I could add some rock and roll to it. So, Dawn, can we go back to the desk?
Desk is up.
Alright, so, we ready to check out the back? Meh. Boo! That actually looks pretty good.
Actually good. It looks good as reversible like that almost, except for that part.
Almost. A little bit of green showing through. I might have to... This tells me I might have to play around with the tension. Because the purple is the bobbin thread and the green is the top thread. And it looks way too much purple. Wouldn't you say, Dawn?
Yeah.
And even around here. So, everything happens for a reason. That's why. So I can check the tension. I mean, the front looks fine, but I can tell that the tension's off. And we've got some Anita Good Design stitches to do.
Nora's been sending
Tomorrow?
a unicorn.
A unicorn? Why, thank you. Thank you very much.
With rainbow hair.
With rainbow hair. Yeah, unicorns. Jeez. So I'm just rough cutting it, or I call it hacking. I'm hacking it out, and you can do it much more carefully, but give it a good soak, run it under water, throw it in the machine. I mean, you can do the edges, you know, just do the edges if you want. However, when you put a drink on this, or any of them with the water-soluble stabilizer, it will get stiff. So you don't want that. You want it to be nice and soft. So sometimes I just do the edges, and sometimes I give it a good soak. So other than a little bit of tension problems that, you know, is only on the back, what a gorgeous, gorgeous design. That's stitched out flawlessly. It made gorgeous connections. The overlaps here are perfect. I love how it did the top and then it walked like this down to the bottom to start that. It's fantastic. So a lot of cutting. Reversible would be great too. I think that's hilarious with a little bit of white there. That was not many stitches it needed to do. So, and I love the fabric. I think I am super happy with the colors that I picked. I think that grape right there is cool, and this one too has a lot going on. So beautiful for the fabric. But you can do any colors that you want, so it's awesome. Stella only likes pre-wound. She is not liking the ones I do. Yeah, McDreamy's pretty good about that. I tend to use pre-wounds more because I don't often remember on live to change anything, but you know. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to be doing Anita Good Design, the last one, and then we're going to start a new project. So I hope to see everybody there. We can check it out. Great conversation. Thank you everyone who donated. If you can't or didn't donate, then give it a like, share it, even on your timeline helps. And, you know, tell all your embroidery friends. That is a huge help as well. It's really important. We want to build the channel. The bigger the channel gets, the more I can do. So we might even be able to add another day in or do something differently. So thanks everybody for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day with some hot tamales. I can't wait to see in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group all of your grape designs. Thank you, Creative Kiwi, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.